So the strangest thing happened to me when I was recording this video initially. I recorded the entire thing, right? Saved it in my gallery. And when I started uploading it on YouTube, I went back to my gallery to look for the video and it was nowhere to be found. I went to my trash and it wasn't even in my trash. So I was like, okay, this is weird. But I'm still gonna get the message out. You all know that I take my universal signs very seriously, and I got some signs from the universe that I should make a video on the truth would be revealed. The truth would be revealed. So if you've been in any circumstance or scenario in your life where you were painted out to be somebody that you're not, or you feel like illusions were casted around who you are, or the truth was never revealed in a situation, intuitively getting that the universal laws have ruled in your favor, the spiritual court has ruled, and everything is going to be in your favor. Okay, now you all know that these readings, these videos are not for those of you that come on here to play victim. You know, I'm very straightforward with you guys. If you know you've done wrong to somebody and you are trying to escape spiritual justice, I'm sorry to tell you, but that's just not how the universe works, because there are universal laws. Okay, so if you know you've done wrong, please understand that this video is not for you, and you know, I do not condone or encourage people to play victim on my channel in any way. I encourage accountability and I encourage people to own up to their truth. But anyway, moving along. So with that being said, I got the spiritual messages that the truth would be revealed. So I'm going to just use some of these crystal cards to channel some messages for you guys. We're going to be looking at possibly what illusions were casted, and you know, maybe what crystals you can use, what prayers, whatever comes out, I'm going to channel those messages for you. Keep in mind that, you guys, I can give you all the advice in the world and you have the final say. It's your life. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. The most I can do is make suggestions based on my background, etc. If you are interested in finding out more about the psychological aspect of anything in life, you can check out my Instagram page, for intentional living. I talk about more in-depth aspects of human behavior. Okay, so there is that. On this channel, I strictly focus on the spirituality and of course my creativity. I combine that in there. So we're going to be looking at crystal cards today. So let's see. Let me just call on Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael. I welcome you at this time so that messages will be clear and concise for my viewers. All right, let's get into it. So for those of you that clicked on this video, I just want to remind you at this time that you have a lot of willpower and you have a lot of internal strength. Okay, so no matter what you're faced with in this life, no matter what you face, you're always going to be able to resist and be strong in those circumstances. Intuitively, I can tell your life purpose is special. I mean, we all have a different life purpose, but for you in particular, you have a very, very special life purpose, and I think, you know, it's centered around understanding emotions. Based on this card, it's centered around self-confidence, it's centered around defending yourself, it's centered around teaching others how to defend themselves, it's centered around raising awareness about human behavior. Your life purpose is centered around also teaching people how to protect themselves, be it spiritually or even you know, psychologically, from people that try to play mind games or all those things. Okay, your life purpose is centered around empowerment. So now that I've mentioned the positive traits, I'm going to look at the shadow aspects of this as well. So the people that could have potentially attacked you, be it verbally or even emotionally, these people were fully aware of the power that you have within you. Okay, and I'm getting that the people that try to make you out to be somebody that you're not. Really, they were people that wanted to get in the way of your life purpose. They wanted you to feel discouraged. They wanted you to feel down and out. They wanted you to not live up to your fullest potential, because all those negative traits I just called is exactly how your enemies feel about you. No, that's how they feel about themselves. Yeah, and they attacked you so that you would eventually feel negatively about yourself, but they're not going to be successful. And I think, given the main topic of this reading, the truth is going to be revealed about the character of these people that tried to attack you in some way or the other. So I'm seeing 3. I always pay attention to the number of crystals that pop up on cards, because I see that as a sign, right? So it could have been 3 people, or the number 3 could be of significance to you. Your enemies could have been a water sign, a Pisces. Wow, a Pisces could have been involved in this. A fire sign, a water sign, confirmation, a water sign, a fire sign, and an air sign. Okay? A water sign, a fire sign, and an air sign could have been involved in just trying to bring you a lot of emotional turbulence, is what I'm channeling intuitively, because I'm looking at the word emotional on this card, and I'm being drawn to it. So I'm going to channel that message. Yeah? These people could have tried to emotionally manipulate you in some way or the other. Okay? But the truth is going to be revealed. So fret not thy soul, spiritual court ruled in your favor. And I always tell people, when you rise up against others, you have to keep in mind the universal laws and spiritual laws, because anything you feel like you're going to get away with, it's not going to slide by easily with the divine. It really isn't. And it's not going to slide by easily with the laws of the universe, because the energy that you exude, that you put out into the universe, will only determine the type of experiences you attract. So for example, if you put out a lot of negativity, you're only going to attract a lot of that into your life. Yeah, so keep that in mind. All right, moving along. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm going to look at the positives, and I'm going to look at the shadow aspects, right? So for you, pile, I almost said pile 2 because I get so accustomed to doing readings like that. But for you, my viewer, I think you are very good at releasing people that are toxic from your life, because this affirmation to the bottom says, I release all physical and emotional toxins. So I'm getting that one of the persons in this group, this little, Taliban, whatever it is they created to come up against you, one of these people was somebody that you rejected. You turned away from this individual because you realized that this person was very toxic to you. You realized that this person just was not very intentional with how they lived their life. They weren't a very positive person in your life. Okay, in fact, I think you had to detox yourself from this person's energy after you left them behind, because they were so toxic. Some of you, if you are spiritual, you could have done spiritual baths, etc. If you know, you know. If that message does not apply to you, do not take it. For others of you, I think these people really wanted to attack your confidence, or this person in particular. So there is one individual. Think of a person. You would know intuitively. There is an individual that you walked away from. I'm guessing maybe it was a breakup. It could have been a breakup. Doesn't have to be. It could be a breakup of a friendship. It could be a breakup of a family relationship. It could have been a breakup of a love relationship. Take your story however it applies to you, okay? But whatever it was, you walked away from this person because you had good reason to. This person showed you that they were toxic and they did not have your best of intentions at heart. I'm being drawn to the word blood, so this could be blood related, meaning family, okay? Or this person could have felt like family to you. So it could also be a lover or love relationship that you walked away from. Either way, you decided to cut ties. And I think when you did, you were pretty much attacked for choosing another route for your life. And this is my thing, guys. This is how you know somebody is truly toxic. If you are curious about somebody's toxicity, pay attention to how they react when you set boundaries with them. So if you communicate to somebody and you say, I don't like how you speak to me behind my back, it's very disrespectful, please stop it. And they do it anyway and they ignore your boundary, or they just totally make it about them, or they say something like, this is just a random example. They say something like, yeah, well, I'm not the toxic one here because X, Y, and Z. And they try to justify some normal emotional response that you would have to toxic behavior. They try to demonize that or weaponize that. Yeah, that's a toxic person. And if you guys want to learn more about toxic people, how to spot them easily, y'all could go check out my Instagram page. It's For Intentional Living. There's gonna have, on that page, it has a lot of, helpful details and information for those of you that are interested in understanding human behavior. Okay, so there is that. I think this individual in particular, if it's a love relationship or a past love that you had, or a past connection that you walked away from, you got spiritual insight, you got spiritual awareness about this person, and you cut ties completely because you realized that this individual did not have your best intentions of heart. And I think after the breakup or after the severing of the connection, you saw this person's true colors. That's when you saw their true colors, okay? And if it's a family relationship, a family dynamic, you saw this person for who they truly were. They didn't have your back. The way you would have their back, they didn't have your back. Okay? So if that is your story, take it how it applies to you. But that is what I'm getting intuitively. Okay. So some of you need to know that you are definitely protected from these people. Okay? You have electromagnetic protection. You have high levels of protection actually around you. You can work with, some of you, not all of you, some of you can work with angels for protection, or deities, spiritual beings. And to the bottom of this card, it says, I am immune to electromagnetic disturbances. So even if these people try to affect your energy in one way or the other, it's not going to work. It really is not. And the more, in fact, they try to attack you, is the more they are going to damage themselves. So it's going to have like a mirroring effect. Whatever protection you have is like a mirroring effect. So any negative energy sent to you will be returned to the sender tenfold. Yeah. For others of you, if you know about energy transmutation, you're going to just transmute this negative energy and it's going to actually contribute to your success. So take the message how it resonates. Some of you are going to choose to transmute this negative energy and use it to your advantage, or others of you, you're just going to mirror it because of your protection is going to be mirrored back to these people. Okay, so they're going to be forced energetically to send you loving energy, because eventually they're going to realize that they're only damaging themselves by sending you negative energy. Okay, so I mean, and this could apply to even the family members that probably would have wanted to rise up against you, or even bad friends. I'm getting also a friend circle could have been trying to demolish your character or something along those lines. Okay, watch your friends as well. There's a specific message coming through about that. Watch your friends, because not everybody that smiles in your face is your friend. Okay, sometimes we have to look beyond that smile, and sometimes it's a bit scary what we see beyond that smile. But you have to use your third eye and your spiritual gift of discernment to be able to tell who is your true soul fam, Okay, so what I gather from this card is that these people really wanted to have you they wanted to put you in a fear state. Okay, so they probably tried to put you in instances where your adrenaline would be high, or maybe that's what they're planning to do. But the more they try to harm you, the more they try to rise up against you, is the more they're going to damage themselves. Some of these people are actually calling death on themselves, and they don't know, by messing with you. And when I say death, I mean it could be a spiritual death, it could be even physical death, unfortunately. You see, this is how sometimes people manifest negative circumstances in their life, because they continue to mess with the wrong people. Okay. And again, it's all about energy. So the energy you put out is exactly the energy you are going to get in return. So if you are wishing ill on somebody continuously, so much to the point where, you know, it's like you want to affect them so badly, that energy in and of itself could actually manifest a negative experience in your life. Some of these people could when I'm thinking of a vehicular accident. That is a very dark, cryptic message, but because I'm looking at the adrenaline. When you think of racing, you get a lot of adrenaline from that, right? Car racing, horseback riding, bike racing, whatever racing or sports. Some of these people, unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but some of these people are going to get into like something as terrible. God forbid. I hope this does not happen to anybody, but I'm getting that. Or it could be an instance in their life or circumstance in their life where the adrenaline is going to be so high that they won't survive the adrenaline rush. Okay? So that is what I'm picking up intuitively. I'm not wishing this on anyone. I'm looking at some of these people are going to have blood pressure issues, nausea, muscle weakness. Wow. Okay. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm just looking at the information on the card, okay? It says here adrenal depletion. So some of these people, if they don't get into extremely bad circumstances because of their negative energy, I'm hoping it's not as extreme as an accident or something as fatal as death. But if the messages come through, I have to channel it. I'm not wishing this on anyone, but these messages are coming through, okay? If not that, they're going to experience adrenal depletion, where they feel very tired. They can't, do much in their life. They don't have the energy to even execute some of the plans and schemes they have against some of you. Okay, and this is happening because of your energetic protection, your spiritual protection. Okay. Yeah, these people try to attack your light. They try to attack for some of them, your energy source. And because they try to do this to you, they are manifesting very negative experiences in their life. Okay. God, jeez, why? You see, this is my thing. Just leave people alone. Like, it's that simple. Okay, you think somebody did you wrong. Okay, you think somebody, effed you over. Leave them alone. Leave it to karma. When you take things, you see, this is what people fail to realize. When you take certain scenarios into your own hands, that is when you are calling negative experiences upon your own self. Now, and especially if the people are innocent, especially, and I repeat, especially if the people that you rise up against are very innocent in the circumstances. Okay? If you rise up against people that are well-intentioned, pure-hearted, and carry light within their heart, your karma is not going to be pretty. It's not. And that's just how the laws of the universe work. Okay? It's not going to be pretty. And these people, I think, these people don't even understand how badly they are damaging themselves by rising up against someone who has nothing but good intentions for people. And they are going to learn. Two people in particular are going to learn. They are going to experience the brunt of bad karma because they were plotting, from what I gather intuitively, they were plotting against your positive attitude. They were plotting against your concentration and your focus on your goals. They were plotting against your freedom. These people wanted to oppress you, and they are going to learn the hard way. They would. Okay? The truth is going to be revealed about these individuals. The other crystal that came through was Tektite. Okay? So, let's see. At the bottom of this crystal card, it says, I am beyond the body, mind, and emotion. Okay, so if you identify as a star seed, if you identify as an indigo child, if you identify as a light worker, a being of light, these people try to demonize that, and they try to make it seem as if you were a mentally unstable person. Because if you look at this card, it says here, high frequency, you know. And I think you guys have a heightened awareness, naturally. Yeah? You are spiritually gifted. These people hated on your spiritual gifts. They hated on your abilities. They hated on your natural talents. They hated on who you are. I think these people really just disliked your authenticity because they are not living in their truth. They are not living in their authenticity. And that is what triggered these individuals into rising up against you. I'm not surprised by these channel messages because I've seen it happen time and time again in life, where you have a special purpose over your life, and from the moment you come into alignment with that purpose, there are a lot of people that are going to try to victimize you or, you know, hurt you and attack you. It's sad, but usually those people have low vibrational energy attachments on them that actually want you to be dissuaded from your life purpose. And some of these people don't even know that they have negative attachments on them. Yeah. So some of you are very gifted with understanding the different dimensions and how they work, and maybe you raise awareness on those things, and these people attacked you for your own spiritual beliefs, which is beyond me, because honestly, I like to talk about this. It's a basic human right for all of us to have our own spiritual beliefs. Yeah, it's written in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And if there is anybody that is trying to oppose on the free will and the basic human rights of another individual, then those are usually the individuals that are oppressors, and they are abusers, and they do not even know that that's who they are. Or some of them could be aware, but these people were very determined to attack your body, your mind, and some instances your spirit. Some of these people could have wanted to cause bodily harm. Oh yes, this is hilarious. It's hilarious because they don't understand how badly they're making things for themselves by continuously trying to tamper with someone who is of light, you know. Blue sapphire, mental focus. Yeah, so again, back to the focus. These individuals, whoever they were, really targeted your focus. They wanted to distract you from your goals. They wanted to keep you back from achieving the things that you wanted to achieve or want to achieve in this life. They could have tried to create a lot of doubts and illusions. Right, to the bottom of this, it says, I am free of all that clouds my mind. So these people really wanted to try to cloud your mind space. Naturally, I think you just have mental clarity and you have a sense of purpose about you, but these individuals, your enemies, they're going to be revealed for who they are, and you are going to be vindicated. Okay, you're going to be vindicated. In fact, your spiritual team, your ancestors, your angels are going to see that spiritual justice is served, and that you would receive what is due to you, divine blessings. They can't stop what the divine has in store for you. They can't stop what is aligned in the stars for you. They cannot stop your purpose, because it is what it is. That's just how it's gonna happen. Some of these people are going to be attacked by others that they could have probably tried to get to team up against you. So it can be up to 3 people. For others of you, it's 2 people that try to come up against you. And lastly, I'm seeing here 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 to 2 people. I don't know if you guys can see the pattern in this, but there is 3 here, 3 here, 2 here, and 2 here. I'm going to interpret that as different things. It could have been either 2 to 3 people, or some of these people could have been the first, the second, and the third month. They could have been either a Capricorn, okay, an Aquarius, a Capricorn, an Aquarius, and a Pisces. If they aren't any of those signs, these people could have also been just under those elements. So a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So these are the signs of the people that try to attack you, okay? But they're not going to succeed, and the truth is going to be revealed. Whatever they said about you, whatever web of illusion or untruths they try to cast on you, is going to be revealed, and spiritual confirmation from my spirit team, spiritual justice will be served. All of this could have been avoided if these people just chose to leave you alone, but they refuse to, and they now have to take responsibility for their actions, spiritually, especially spiritually. Okay, so yeah, that's what I get for you. Bye. I hope you all enjoyed. You are divinely protected. You are safe. You're always looked after by your passed on loved ones and your angels, your spirit team. Okay, I love all of you.